Hey, good morning. It's John and Maria from Bedlam Farm. I'm your lip smacking host. And
You got a good lip smack.
I got a good lip smack, I was told today, this week rather. I was humbled once again. But nonetheless, we're going forward. So we're going on vacation for 3 days, really right here, which is typical of us. And I thought we would talk a
staycation.
little bit about why we're doing that.
About why we're going on a staycation,
Why we
a
need this
vacation.
vacation. And we live on the perfect life. We both want to be careful not to present ourselves as the model for everybody. We have our own differences, we have our own different ideas, and we have issues on the farm that are difficult. But we do love it. But it's not nirvana. I think neither one of us wants this thing to be about, oh, look how great we are. How do you get to be like us?
No, that could be
Or
kind of
maybe,
fun.
I mean, in my case, that would be appropriate. But so why do you think we're?
Well, we the thing about
Shut
taking a
up.
vacation and staying home, especially, I mean, for anyone, it's not easy because you see things around the house you need to do, and you don't get to go away and get out of your space. But our work is our life, right? So every minute of our just regular day could be part of our work. So I could be taking pictures all day long. I could be taking videos all day long. We could be working all day long, which we do work a lot.
We work all the time.
So yeah, and I think that I take Saturdays off, which is really important to me, but I think that taking time off is important for everyone, and we don't tend to do it. You have a real strong obligation to your blog, and I think some of it is even based on anxiety, where you think if you don't blog every day and put like a whole bunch of stuff up every day, that people aren't going to come back.
If I don't blog, I don't live.
Well,
It's a little
and
bit exaggerated.
but it is also, it's an important part of our lives. Our work is an important part of our lives. It's not something we do and then want to get away from. I mean, we go away on vacation, we come home, and we're like, oh, it's we really like to get home and get back to our work, and the things that we do when we're away even are things that we like to share on our blogs, because our life and our art and our work is all mixed up together. It's not separate. So that makes it a little more complicated, I think, sometimes.
I want to be honest about something else too. I'm older than Maria, 17 years older, and I'm 77. So the number of things I can really actively do on the farm have swollen down. So I think that's made life a lot harder for her. I think she's doing almost all the chores herself that are physical, going outside in the morning, walking on ice, doing things that I really can't do now. But what I can do is write and work with the pantry and take pictures. And those are important, they're meaningful. People like them and care about them, and I love to do them. So we do have this difference. I think the physical load is dumped on her more than it was before, when I was able to do all these things with her. And she's very gracious about it. She's a workaholic, and she's like a maniac out there.
But it does
and
get
she really
exhausting.
loves to do chores. But it just,
I do. I get
you're much
obsessed.
more tired than you
I
were.
do. I am, and it's true, and especially with the winter and the ice and the very cold weather. I am more tired, and there is more for me to do than there used to be, and that's all very
less
true.
help with it.
And right. But and that's all very true. And so I think we need to make some adjustments. We were just talking last night about, okay, so how are we going to deal with this? Because as our relationship is changing in that way, where you can't do as much, John, physically. We have to make adjustments about what gets done and what doesn't get done. And I'm probably too, kind of hypervigilant about things.
Oh, no.
You're more tolerant
I
of
never
a
would have
mess
said that. I never would
than
have
I
said
am.
that.
And so,
She hits the deck like at 7 o'clock in the morning, and she does not stop until 8.
but you do the same thing.
But I do it more sitting down and writing and
You're
taking
sitting
pictures.
down and writing, taking pictures, and you're working all day, and then you take a break in the afternoon, and then you
Yeah,
go
and I
back
go to the
it in
pantry,
the
and
evening,
I do have my
and you
stuff.
do other things.
I think we really have this issue, which is we all love what we do. And we love our life here. We love the animals and the cat and the sheep and all that stuff. and Maria has been killing herself with her wool, working like day and night with shipping and keeping tabs and email and all
Somehow
that
it's
stuff.
it's been more difficult.
And that's
this
been
year.
really exhausting.
Yeah.
And so I said to her, I think we need to take a day off. And you, I thought you normally would say, no, that's not true. Really, I got to go do something. And you right away said, yes, we need a day off.
Like, yeah, that
So
sounds.
I knew that we really
sounds
needed a
good.
day off.
So even more. So 3 days. I mean, I would have said just the weekend, but you're like 3 days. I'm like, good, let's go for it.
The other factor is, I do not want her to be a caretaker person. As I get older and needier, which has not happened quite yet, but is probably going to happen at some point. I don't want her whole life to be sucked out like that, as happens to people. We talk to people all the time who are exhausted from caretaking and who have to give up their lives to do it. I appreciate their loyalty and their love. I do not want to be one of those people.
Well, I think also our age difference has something to do with that.
Yeah, it does.
Because, excuse me, because a lot of people are retired together. And so they have a different, they're in a different place in
We're not retiring
life.
kind of people.
You're not retiring. I'm not retiring. So it is different. I think it is,
But I think we're working, we're talking about what we do to make it easier. How to relieve some of the pressure on her. And we'll figure that out. That's just something we have to figure out.
It's something, but I think the important thing is that it's something that has come to a head. It's like, okay, this isn't changing, and this thing has changed in our relationship. There's a shift in our relationship, and we need to address it, and we need to deal with it.
We may need a little more help than we're getting now.
Or we may need to do less.
Or we may need to do less, which I think would be one of my votes.
That might be part of it.
But the bottom line is, this is a part of loving each other and a part of caring for each other. We're not waiting for the load to dump on our heads. We're going to deal with it. We're going to talk about it, share the issue, come up with solutions.
As much as we can. I mean, things
As much as
happen,
we
and
can.
then, you have it's like all of a sudden everything's different, and you don't, you can't prepare for everything. Yeah. But as much as we can,
And for all the hype and all, I mean, my health is really pretty good, believe it or not. I'm writing is good, and I know I have my lips smacking.
That's not such
the battle of the internet.
When you think about all the things that could be wrong, that's not such a bad thing.
The emails I got were great. They said, well, the reason it doesn't bother me that you lip smack is I'm listening to what you're saying.
Well, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Or I guess our time is actually really quite up. See, I told you we'd go by really fast.
You're right. We were like, what are we going to talk about today? And there it is.
So we're going, we're happy to be doing these talks, and we're going to be going away tomorrow for 3 days, and I'm going to continue my work with the pantry on the blog.
So you're not really taking 3 days off?
Well, but that's only takes a short amount of time. But I don't want to give that up because I don't want people to be hungry because we're tired. So anyway, we're going to have a good time. We're going to relax. We're going to talk. We're going to read.
Yep.
And you're going to rest.
I'm going to rest. I can
do
do
it.
it.
I may have to tie her up.
No, I'm going to do it.
I'm still big
determined.
enough to do that. I can tie her up. So you have a great weekend. You have any last words?
No last
You
words.
got it right?
Just I'm ready.
How
I'm
was
really
my lip
ready.
smacking? Was I smacking?
I heard you smack once.
That's good. That's great.
I don't know if you've done it more. I wasn't paying that much attention. I was listening to what you were saying.
Taking live sucking medicine, which is supposed to
Lip smacking
liquidate my
medicine.
mouth. Goodbye. We'll have a good time. We'll
everyone.
see you later. Thank you.